let's get into it. So again, I found myself working in the company for 5 years, and then after that 5 years, the company decided they are going to outsource the workers, and I was part of those workers that were going to be outsourced. There was also an option to move to Joburg, and I was reluctant to moving to Johannesburg. I think I didn't like the idea of moving to Johannesburg. There was a reason for that, and it's also relating to a certain trauma that I had, and I won't get into it because it wasn't just based on me. Like, it wasn't just about me, it was also about someone else, and I don't want to involve anybody else in my vlog. Well, not in that sense, but then Poppy, but again, I just didn't like Joburg. I didn't like the idea of going to Johannesburg. There were a lot of people who were telling me, no, go to Johannesburg. But at that time, basing join Durban Fashion Fair. Durban Fashion Fair introduces young talents to modeling. During the time, I was on the show, DFF. That was when this was happening. This change was happening at work. At the time, I'm also hearing Guti, modeling is bigger in Joburg. Go there. There's more opportunities. Lape Goli, and I'm like, okay. Eventually, I'm gonna go. And in Kumbula, this one time I was at rehearsals, and then I get a call from HR, and then HR, there was a role that I had applied for. I didn't make it there, but then get corner in a different department. You can apply for that one. You're gonna have to come and write an assessment. And I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, it was in Joburg. Basically, convinced Labandu go to Joburg. Wrote the assessment. Ngapasa. With the modeling, I kept on meeting people. I remember I even met a guy who was from New York, and he was like, the agency who is looking for people who are built like you with your complexion. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll consider that. So now I had two options, Joburg or New York. But for me, New York seemed like, I mean, like, we are like gold. So okay, why would I just go all the way to New York? And I'm not sure ukuthi le industry le izongivuma yini yabo. So okay, I chose to go to Johannesburg because at least lapho ngizoqhubeka ngisebenze for the company and pursue this modeling career thing. And then I went. Fortunately, after a few months of getting used to the whole thing of I'm an independent young adult. After a few months, I know I did a couple of things that I had never done before, just because I wanted to know would I want to do this? Is this my thing? And not I didn't do this because I wanted to explore and find out Mina, do I want to do this or not? Some habits just were like, nah. I know my habits, but then I just figured I felt they weren't working for me, so because it wasn't for me. It honestly, some things were not made for me, and sharp is it right? Now I'm at the office, and Lapo Ekoli, I meet a few colleagues, and some are into modeling, some are models, some work for agencies. I got a lot of people who could refer me to good agencies, and there was one who referred me to another agency. The owner was a lady from America. I don't know where about in America, but yeah, she lives or lived here in South Africa. I'm not sure where she is right now. So again, I joined that agency, and she took good care of her models. I had no training, by the way, and I just went in there. I attended as many castings as I could, and fortunately at the time I was a little nerdy. There was a casting for a person who seemed to be a nerd. I go to this audition. Yabona, I had been doing this for some time now, going to auditions. Yabona, see la piana. I don't get the role. It's cool. I go to an audition. I get a call back, and I have hope with it. This is the one. I've got this one. I call back. After that, load to Laged. And then, fortunately, I go to this other one, and there was this character called Guy that they wanted. But then they wanted another, like I felt I was good for a role of the husband, because there was a role for a person who was the husband. That wasn't for me. They saw me and they were like, no, you better off auditioning for Guy. Guy was a nerdy guy, teenage kind of, and uyiphumele ejimini apparently ufake ubag uyabona underlay. Yeah, so I get there, I do my audition. The guy who was working the camera was like, that was really cool, that was really good. And I don't believe that, because like I've been doing this, they've all been really good, but then nothing in the pockets. Yeah, so so they called back, and I'm like, hi, let me go, because like why wouldn't you go to a callback? Yeah, it's better than a casting. Leo God, okay, there's something that I thought that I wasn't going to share, but let me just share it. So kulelo sonto lelo called back, I had a disagreement with a lady saswana naye. It happened ukuthi wangidablela impahla zami, angimbeki macala, and if she does see this, she knows, like yabona, this changes nothing ukuthi ngiyasho, it changes nothing ukuthi mhlambe khona umngane wakho ozoyibona owazi ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani, khohla wena. Yeah, so ngeni impahla zami ngescare. Yabo, hey, it's winter kuyabanda igoli. Hayi, so ngigcine kushawa umkhuhlane, anginazo impahla. Yabona, I've got some t-shirts and jeans and sneakers, yabo, kodwa manje my wardrobe is really limited, but then it's cool asambeni. Hayi, ngiye kwi-callback yakhona nginomkhuhlane. Kube khona some ulentozana, a lady who was there, abone ukuthi ngangidliwe mosquito la emqaleni, and it's like he's got hickeys. Look nje good director, I was ukuthi, are those hickeys, what happened? So the time ngithi ngizomchazela ngivele ngithimule, and mina my sneeze, it's really loud. I ngithimule, avena hleka director athi, that's our nerd, and that's how they got their nerd, and that's how I got my first role. So got the role. Now I need to go to the shoot, and it's in Rivonia, yes, but then I can see with maps ukuthi it's in Sandton. So the taxi Vulu maps, as long as I'm saying ukuthi I'm still going closer to Lindaole, I am going to stay on the taxi. But then as soon as I see ukuthi I am going away from Lindau, I'm hoping ukuthi I'll be able to walk to the venue. But also I've got this thing ukuthi if it's too far, I'm going to request in Gearcon. I stuck to the plan. This is really far, and I am getting late. And I'm checking Uber, still expensive, yeah, but then I just decided, let me walk, get closer to a venue. I walk. I'm an athlete condition. Yeah. So I walked like a K. After that, nga requesta, nga figure, I got on set while I got to the place while they were still having breakfast. Yeah, also at breakfast, and then Gege started the shoot. I really enjoyed Irodling I told Alapana because it was more of it was kind of like not the main character, but then he focus Ilapan. So Gege ngangiphethe umkhuhlane on set ngasise shooter, and meaning my throat is dry, and shooting because we are in the elevator. When it closes in that scene, it has to go up and come back down so that we can make do another take. So ngoba ngingaphilile, I ended up feeling dizzy, my throat is dry and stuff. I asked the director, "Uthi sorry man, ngicela uphuza amanzi." And then the guy is like, but he stopped everything and he was like, the talent needs water or something along those lines. And everyone is waiting for me to take a sip of my water, bottled water. I open it up, I take a sip. So I'm guessing kuzolindwa ke shuthi ngize ngibe right. Ngiphuze ngibe right, ngivale isigubhu, asithathe ubhudi, and then ahambe. Yabona that it felt so nice, it felt so dope, like imagine yabona nje ngathi yabo.
What?
I really don't like how celebrations there are about me. I don't know why, but then that role, it just felt really, really good. Yeah, Onkumuntu is just here for like to support Lama Rose la. But anyways, here's the video, and I'll take a break and come back to you after, or maybe on the way to carry on his tour. But here's the next one.
Roll the tape.
Doing it again. No, this is important to me. My mother, my sister, my family.
Can't believe you're making me do this.
Oh, stop making you do it.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You never listen to me. You know what else? I'm selling the apartment.
Selling the apartment? I dare you. I dare you to do it right now.
I will.
Well, we'll see if you can get 900K for it.
Found the perfect home? Nedbank's Instant Bond Indicator helps you find the value of the home loan you qualify for. All in 3 minutes flat. Anytime, anywhere.
Let me take this opportunity to vlog and finish off the get to know me. But I don't really think this is an actual get to know me. It's partially a get to know me because it's not. It's cool. It's a get to know me. But I hope you do enjoy it. I actually prefer making videos of adventure kind of, and not this sit down kind of thing. Yeah, and I think that's why I would say it took me long. It took me like 3 weeks compiling these videos, because like I really need strength to actually sit down and capture content like this, talk into camera like this, or record myself like this. And if I'm out and about and doing something, it's easy to capture that kind of setup. Another thing that actually makes it hard is because I am not living alone.
How?
Yeah, so okay. I also want to respect other people's privacy, and not just put the camera in their faces without their permission, or when they are not expecting. Sometimes I do that because why not? But I do my best to just respect that. Right now, it's early in the morning. Everyone is sleeping, so I felt like it's really a great time to record, because if we clearly, yeah, there's quite a lot of noise in Ghana. There's in and out. Sometimes they need something from me, so I need to respond to that. Yeah, so it's better when I'm out and shooting content on the streets. Or I don't know, because even on the streets, I'm kind of skeptical. I don't record a band. Even when I'm in the shops, I don't record yeah, like I just want to keep it on me, not because but just because I have not asked for their permission to get them in my shot. And if it happens, I'm in an event where I see people are like, in the camera, definitely I'm gonna take that shot with them in it. Oh, and I'm wearing my men vest, the Zulu vest. I got this vest from my brother, and I like it now because when I'm at the gym, Shambe, right now it's tight on me and shooting is simply got at first when I got into the gym, I'd get there and it's a bit loose, and as I work out I can feel it, getting up against my skin, and that would show yeah, the pumps are getting in, like, but Gemanje, clearly I've grown because it's just, snug. It's fitting me snug. Anyways, let's get to it. I'll say this is part 2 of Get to Know Me. Dad. Welcome. Last spoke about the first ad that I did. Right now, I want to get into the work that I did after that. So I was attending AMA auditions, and there was one for a Castle Light, and I had seen that director before. So he was there during a casting, and they just wanted us to dance around. Yeah, so they called us in groups of 5s. Figure, do my stuff, and so the music stops, and then the director will look around people and then make conversation with people. And then Minaati, he thinks that I look familiar. And then I'm like, duh, you've seen me before and you've denied me an opportunity to be on one of your ads. God, I didn't say that out loud. I was just like, no, I don't know. I don't get out much anyway, so I don't know if you could have seen me. And then he's like, I've seen you. You look very familiar. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm clueless with what's happening right now. So they say we should dance again. And then I start noticing Wongo Mondo is like making sure we dance and I'm group again. And then I was like, oh, okay. Clearly I'm at an advantage because Abantu, they're trying to, get close to me. Or they want to be seen because this director has already, shown interest. Yeah, but anyway, and get for the callback, and I go for my fittings. And then the shoot, it was for 2 days, 2 nights. And I was starstruck every time I went on set because I would meet with an artist, Lime Zans. My makeup took some time because it had the white hair, white beard thing going on, and they didn't want to dye my beard and hair because that was gonna take long, and they said that it could also damage my hair, so they just wanted to respect that and just rather paint it. Unless maybe the director had seen this guy with white hair and white beard and white eyebrows, and wow. When he looked at me, he just saw my facial features with all of that, and then he was probably like, "That's the guy," you know. And I'm thinking, well, see, he's recognizing me from our previous auditions, but then he had a vision, and he saw me in that vision. But then, yeah, so we get on set, we do our thing. It was shot like we're shooting a music video, and then we took breaks when the director was focusing on a different set of cast or focusing on the artist, and then we also got time to actually be on camera and do a small shot for the advert. The reason why I started wearing earrings is because when I was on set on the Castlelight ad, I had clip-ons, so I kept on taking them off because they were kind of painful. And every time since it's a little recorder, and then you hear the director stopping everything to tell me because my wardrobe isn't complete, I'd realize my earrings, then I'll take them out of my pockets, clip them back on, very painful. And then after that shoot, I just decided, you know what? Ngiyahamba ngegqobhoza, ayikho lento leyo.
Nawe-ke manje igqobhoza.
I want to just mention another manager of mine who at work, like where I work. Wangifika during the time of that shoot, ngilele on the desk, and and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get reprimanded. And then I was and then I explained I had gone to a shoot, and it was an all-night shoot for 2 days. So 2 days, and I haven't gotten proper rest because mangisuka la emsebenzini ngiyakhona lapha. And then at least uyazi ukuthi uzelinda igoli. And then he leaves. I was like, whoa, that's cool. Okay, yeah. And then after that, I did a lot of work on my music video. The first music video that I did was This Is Love by Lady Zama. I was an extra there, and it was really awkward because I can move, but then when there's professional dancers, I just get stuck, and that's what happened that day. And I actually tried my best to stay in the back and not show because I could see I'm stiff. I'm stiff from out there. Yeah, that was me that day. So that one I even avoided telling people about that one. Yeah, it wasn't. And but you're gonna see it probably. The next music video was Nendozan Whipped. That one was my favorite. I love the song. I loved the cast. Yeah, on set it was fun whenever they would play the song so that they could record. I'd be jamming. It was really a nice track. It was really a nice track. It is still a nice track. So that one was my favorite. And then there was Oskido, Ibura, Unemali. Yeah, and she featured a couple of other artists, and that was really a nice one as well. Gave vibe Dala and Dala. Yeah. By the way, Udala, I got it from my nephew. To him, I am Ubabum Dad. So when he couldn't really talk, they tried to teach him what's Babum Dala, and then he just said Dala. So that's how I became Udala. and yeah, I wanted to use the names that my nephews and nieces call me on my platform. So yeah, I just said Dala because some people won't get the concept when I say Dala. Yeah, but I'll have to keep explaining myself. Kanti to Dala, everyone knows what that means. And in a way, I am Dala to a lot of people. And also, I just wanted to kind of let people know what's been done because some people always think that Gimnan, and that also made me do some roles. For example, I had the audition for the Amarok, and they liked me at that time in Chebenganga Kudis, but then they were like, "You just look so young." Ngiyabona le nto ukuthi ndibuka ngathi I'm younger than my age. A lot of people say it, but then I don't believe it just yet. Well, I don't believe it because I'm not a good judge of the an age yomuntu by their facial features. Maybe by their hands, I can see by seeing your hands. Yeah, but then yeah, so I didn't get the letters on Amarok because they said I looked too young. I went for a letters on audition. They said I looked too young, and then they said, okay, grow your beard, and then let's see how you look, and if the client thinks you are suitable for the role. I grew my beard just a bit because they gave me like 2-3 weeks, and I went back. It wasn't the one. So yeah, and Lapuge, I love Motos VW. I love Tiguan, Touareg, Amarok, Golf. I just love the VW. So I was really bummed when I didn't get the role, and I was kind of angry at my manager because now if here's this in Kundinchebe, I wanted to grow my beard, and then after that, maybe it's a good idea that you grow your beard, and then I was like, oh. Even training, I used to go to the gym, and then that's when I achieved because you're gonna lose for me more dead, and then I'm like, yazi uba mncane kanje emzimbeni, people actually think that I'm young. I'm way too young. And then I don't know what happened. Oh, there was the audition at Shield, and they wanted a fit guy. I was looking at him, but then I was avoiding Ubalka because of my standards I wasn't the level one. So I avoided that, and then I didn't get the audition. He had a Shield, and then I said, okay, maybe it's a good idea that Uji, and that's another reason why I wanted to actually grow myself as an individual, so that when I go for an audition, like already Ngaziwa, and I'm a brand already, because I think our agencies bona bapushes Dursa. So long as you are able to get booked by sharp. And it came to a point where COVID struck, and that meant we had to do our auditions from home, and that was a tedious exercise because now you had to have tripod, had to be in a quiet area. Maybe you'd have to change location just to make the scene more fitting for whatever you're auditioning for. So it was a crazy time. I just felt like I didn't really have much to offer. I felt like, you know what, I need to work on myself. It's either I need to go to my acting classes. My aim was OT. I just want to bring value. When I get on stage, I want to bring value. I want that value to be recognized and appreciated. Even then, I just decided, let me go home. that's where I felt I could start over and work on myself. And in 2021, I decided to enter for Mr. SA because I had wanted to do that for such a long time. And yeah, I just felt yeah, it'll get me out of my shell. I mean, Valley, I had decided I wanted to build myself. So I wanted to know, I know I'm a pageants, wanna they need a lot of personality, and I know what is going to be done in Mr. SA is gonna expose me to isn't that will build my personality. So that's why I decided to enter for Mr. SA. And the support was amazing. The support was out of this world. Yeah. I mean, like a spirit bomb. Yeah, Goku. Dude, that was it for me. I was just like, but then, there are some people who are close to me who I know who are struggling, and they were pushing my SMS abizai, and nah, fam, nah. Yabona nje iyona into engikhathaza kwakuthi mhlambe if i-challenge yaleli sonto leli it's based on ukuzama kwami, I would be cool with that. Kodwa ke when it seems like this week idinga amavote abantu angiphatheka kabi because now abantu kufanele basebenzise imali zabo, and lapho ke was fresh from COVID, so abantu abekho sharp emaphaketheni. And I'm asking them to send SMSs. I felt really bad to a point where I just, close to the end, I was just like, nah, fam, I don't. It's similar to asking people to like and subscribe. I feel if you like it, like, if you want to continue seeing this content, please subscribe. I just don't want to, pressurize. Like, Bella, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, click on the notification. Yeah, if you really like it, if you want to subscribe, go ahead. And if you want to continue seeing these videos, yeah, turn on the notification bell. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so the things that I was trying to work on when I felt guilty, I didn't have much to give. I decided I want to work on my body. Yeah, step out of the game, work on my body, and then work on my speech. The reason why I don't like these kind of recordings is because I don't like talking, and I'm not one for speeches, but then it's a skill that I need to work on. Yeah, so I'm not ignoring it. I want to address that. And my ability to process information. And I just wanted to widen my perspective. I just wanted to know a lot more so that I can have a lot of ways of filtering what I'm receiving. Yeah, I also wanted to work on my discipline. Yeah, I think discipline is needed and it can make you go far. Also, spirituality. For the longest time, I felt like I'm detached from using the meaning. So yeah, I think spirituality will help me understand myself and also help me, know how to connect. Yeah, so yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to work on. Lastly, my reason for this vlog is just to capture my journey. I'm just trying to put myself in the sun. I think the sun is giving me the spotlight now, so yeah, I'm just gonna put myself there. The reason why I created this channel, or why I'm posting on this channel, is so that I can capture my journey. Hopefully it does inspire. Hopefully people do see a transition from where I start to where I get to. I hope that there is growth that will be visible for people. Yeah, so yeah, for me, that's one thing that I wanna do with this channel. And for the most part, this channel is growing me. Vlogging is actually growing me. There's a lot of self-discovery happening when I do these vlogs. Yeah, like beauty about myself or about my surroundings that I don't see when I'm looking through, my own lens. But then when I'm actually about to interpret what was happening in the day and what I was exposed to, I'm just like, I'm really living life. And I'm kind of glad to say my career took a dip in its early stages. This dip actually gave me a chance to want to work on myself so that I can have more to offer. So yeah, I'm glad I get this opportunity to actually build a foundation. And one thing that I know is that rock bottom is the most solid foundation. I hope that we grow together. Basically, I hope this channel inspires and we grow together. I'm really loving how the sun is or this tree just decided to open up a space and then give me some sunlight, because at first I wasn't even seeing myself. I'm just gonna turn the camera around before I end this, but peace, see you on the next one.